Right now.
Oh, my sport. So I saw your nephew last week. Yeah, your mom had him downstairs.
That's what we.
Two little booger. I asked her, she's sure she's the kid's a twin?
Hi, everyone. I'm just.
So are you supposed to be twins with your brother?
Hi,
I've only
everyone.
seen them from afar, but you two don't look.
Hello. Hello.
Eternal.
Hi. All right. Okay. We just have to wait for council member Belly. I did put a budget item in for promotes.
Definitely.
But Andy, I really promotes.
I know you do. Good clarification.
We will begin as soon as our two council members get back. So we are still taking a break.
I thought you'd say he's got beer in it. That would have
TJ's been leaving. So listen, you get her whatever you can. We need 5 minutes. Thank you, Money. You kind of, get caught up in it. Yeah, you're
Thank you, Council President. Appreciate it. Long speech.
Is that okay? Are you guys recording or you got her saying? She's getting us out here.
like that.
For the record, guiding us now.
We got a meeting.
I'm here. President.
You are not a president. Hi, everyone. Thank you. And we will officially call the meeting to order. I'll ask everyone to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. And I would ask our Riley Strong, Rabbit Riley, to lead us in the pledge, please.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Riley. And we are pulling for Nick, your son. Let's go right into good news.
How about a roll call?
Oh, thank you. Mara, please, a roll call.
Councilmember Galley.
Here.
Councilmember Garrett.
Present.
Councilmember Paratori is absent. Councilmember Cummings.
Here.
Councilmember December.
Present.
Councilmember Kennedy is also absent. Council President Mantello.
Here.
We have 5 present, 0 absent.
Beautiful. Let's go up.
Where are they going? Oh.
It's crazy small.
Fancy pair. Look at this. Going to this,
What do you want?
over by Mr. Caruso a little. I don't want to block Jimmy.
Congratulations. Great job. No, don't worry about me.
Oh, it's perfect.
I like it.
Good.
Too small.
Thanks. Hello, everyone. So this is our good news portion. We like to recognize neighbors, residents, community activists, folks who are out there day in and day out, not doing it for a pat on the back, doing it to move our city forward, whether it be revitalizing our neighborhoods, or in this case, an incredible rescue. We're joined by some really incredible folks who, go out there and they protect us. And I just have a very, very special, near and dear appreciation for what you guys do on a daily basis, only because, you might only have 1 or 2 fires, say, a month or in a week, but you're on call 24/7 and you're on call for us. So we thank you for what you do day in and day out. So first, let's give them a pat on the back. But we're here tonight because these folks had an incredible rescue. And I would ask our Chief McMahon and whoever you suggest to talk about that rescue last week, and to have this gentleman come out of that rescue with just a couple sprays is a miracle. And certainly he is a guardian angel, but you guys are also his guardian angels. So thank you, Chief.
As many of you seen in the news, there was a pretty dramatic crash on Interstate 787 in the city of Waterville. We have a very good, close working relationship with the firefighters in the city of Waterville. They called us to help us extricate this gentleman from his motor vehicle. For all the time that I've been on the job, you always hear about these dramatic rescues in which tractor trailers tip over onto top of cars. And to say that it was dramatic is an understatement. My hat's off to these guys. They took one look. It was breathtaking. Just the mere sight of it. They never skipped a beat. Their training kicked in. They were able to stabilize the vehicle, make absolutely certain that someone would be able to climb underneath the tractor trailer and cut the car open. They used all their tools. I just can't say enough good things about them. We had a great working relationship with the city of Waterville, which continues to thrive. Other than that, there's really nothing more to say. They're professionals each and every single day, and they just did a fantastic job.
And, Chief, so many times we take our police, our fire for granted. Tonight, on behalf of the City Council, we want to say thank you. I know that you guys hate being here right now. I know it because you know what? It's your job. But guess what? You deserve the pat on the back. You deserve our thanks. And we thank you for just being there every day and putting your uniforms on and running into that building without any question, or running under that tractor trailer without hesitation. So thank you. And I'd like to, on behalf of our City Council members, we have Captain Mike Bailey, right? Why don't we just go around and introduce yourselves quick, except for you, because he was a year behind me in high school.
My name is Dave Paul. I'm the Assistant Chief of the Department.
Mike Bailey, Captain. Dave Wheeler, Captain. Jeff Riley, firefighter. Dave Olek, firefighter.
Jared Reardon, firefighter. Tom Blake, firefighter.
Awesome. And Tom Blake and I did not go to an 8th grade prom together. We did not. We don't have pictures either. Captain Mike Bailey. Whereas on September 26, 2019, Shalani Ray's Craig's Nissan 350Z was crushed when a tractor trailer hauling 40,000 pounds of flour rolled onto it on Interstate 787. And whereas members of the Troy Fire Department joined in the rescue of Reyes Craig, who survived incredibly with minor injuries, the City Council hereby congratulates the Troy Fire Department for their success and thanks them for their continuing efforts to protect the residents of Troy and the Capital Region. Thank you so much, guys.
Oh my God, you see that guy videotaping.
Yeah.
Is that unbelievable?
I mean,
Did
technology.
you guys ever expect that?
It was an incredible
That was
video.
unbelievable.
Did you want to add anything, Tom?
No.
I don't know, he was very talkative at the prom. Okay, Captain Mike Bailey, sorry. Captain Dave Wheeler. Firefighter Tom Blake Senior. Oh my gosh, unreal. Firefighter Jeff Riley. Firefighter Dave Gillette Senior. Firefighter Garrett Reardon. Chief McMahon, you don't get a certificate, but you get a hug. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you so much, guys. Let's give them a round of applause. Let's stand. I guess come on, Chief. You can
I'm
move
in,
it.
I'm in.
Cool. You got us off? Awesome. Let's give it up for TFD. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Absolutely. So, good to see the old guys pass. Great job, Kevin.
Thank you guys so much.
Chief.
Thank you so much.
Good job.
Research.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Thanks, Chief.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Sharp, DMP, looking sharp.
We have Troy Waterfront Farmers Market. My gosh, yes. Music Museum Market. Come on up. Yes, they do. Ladies and gentlemen, a nationally recognized award winner. Here we got him. Our #1 Troy Farmers Market. So I have to ask someone to come up, and she's gonna hate it, but she was there when it originated. I've asked Monica to join us. Come on, Monica. Get over here. Come on. You know what? Monica, I know, was one of the originators of this incredible farmers market. We have a second to none. Everyone raves about our farmers market. Let's hear it from the folks who work day in and day out. It's not just Saturdays and Wednesdays. You guys are working 24/7 to make this the best it can be. So talk about the national award and introduce yourself and let us know how you guys are doing.
Thank you very much. Thank you to the City Council. Thank you to City Government. It takes a lot of support from the community to make a market work. I'm Zach Metzger. I'm the president of the board for the Farmers Market. I'm also a farmer. If you go out Route 2 towards Massachusetts or Grafton, you'll go right by my farm. So stop out and see us sometime. It's my shameless plug. So it takes a lot of people. Steve is our market manager. Our previous market manager was Monica. A lot of you folks know that. Thank you. It's taken a lot of years to build the market to what it is. 20 years, in fact. This is our 20th year celebration this year. So we're really happy to have this pin to put in our cap with a national award. This was the best farmers market in the nation, in the Northeast, and of course in the state of New York. And so we're very, very, very proud.
Steve Riddler, longtime resident of Troy, now following in Monica's footsteps as far as the farmer's market. No further.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, absolutely, no
Might be
further.
an open.
So this award is from the American Farmland Trust, which is a national nonprofit. They asked farmers markets across the country to post online stories about their market, why their market's important to the community, why their market's important for local farmers. And we decided that, well, we should probably go after this award. It's pretty simple. So we did, but the main reason we won was because the people who come to our market were prepared to write in, send in stories, send in photos, tag pictures, and just vote for us. And so we managed to pull this off, and we were the winners, which is rather nice.
That's
So, there you have it. So we report that together pretty quickly today. Zach doesn't know this yet. I opened a packet from the Daily Gazette, best of awards coming up. Find out we just runners up. So.
Oh, that's okay. That's
Okay.
That's good.
I see bias. I know, I figured that.
And, you know, that's right. And I must say, Councilmember Cummings, I had heard we were bribing people if they voted. For every 10 votes, they got 2 beers. So needless to say, but seriously, in all seriousness, it was. Councilmember Cummings, Duncan Prairie, they were out there on social media, just relentless. I mean, anywhere you went, Duncan, did you vote for the farmers market? So a huge shout out to Duncan, huge shout out to Councilmember Cummings. I know he really pushed this. And I just want to ask Monica, like seriously, 20 years ago, people were probably like looking at you crossed out. Give us a perspective.
So 20 years ago, I didn't actually originate it, but I was the landlord. So I was 20 years ago in this building. So 22 years ago, actually, I started. So 20 years ago, they came and they approached John, and they actually, the Farmers Market Coalition actually felt like they needed a farmers market in the region. And they formed together. They got a hold of Tom Carroll and a whole bunch of local people. They all met. They met with the city government. Mark Patterson was mayor at that time. And they kind of figured, they said, you know what, Troy's the right place. They looked at Albany, they looked at Schenectady, they looked at other municipalities in the region. Troy had the good vibe and the culture that they wanted to do that. And they literally started in the parking lot right here, just outside of the building. And I can tell you at that day, you could shoot a cannon down the parking lot and not hit anybody, compared to what you see now at 15 to 16,000 people on a Saturday. So it was a lot different, and it was really at the time when Jeff Buell was doing economic development, there was a big push to get the farmers market downtown and into the old park, if everybody remembers the old Riverfront Park. And that's when I went on board as the official manager, but I had always had a relationship with them as the landlord itself and helped, make sure they were set up and everything. But yeah, and that's really when it started to bloom. That's when Zach came in as a market, and that's really when the whole thing started to bloom, was once it went there. It was a parallel path between downtown Troy and the farmers market, and they kind of just fed off each other and became amazing all at the same time. So
And a lot of people, they know, farmers market, yes, it's great. Folks are coming into Troy, but it has dominoed into so many other businesses. And, it shows that people with foresight, people with patience, persistence, and partnerships made it happen. Monica, you were a part of that vision. John Headley, if you're looking down, it's all coming to fruition years later. So on behalf of the City Council, whereas the Troy Waterfront Farmers Market was established in 2000, and Monica at that time was only 20, to provide locally grown food and locally made products for the mutual benefit of local producers, consumers, and the community, and currently serves as many, and this is unreal, in one day, 14,000 visitors each week. It's incredible. And whereas the Troy Waterfront Farmers Market won the 2019 People's Choice Award in the 11th Annual Farmers Market Celebration, a national event organized by the American Farmland Trust to celebrate farmers markets throughout the nation. The City Council hereby congratulates the Troy Waterfront Farmers Market for their success and thanks it for all it has done to make Troy a more desirable place to visit, work, and live. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, Monica. Come on, chick.
Don't worry.
You're getting in. Come on, right here. Right here. There you go. Everybody. We say farmers.
Say tomato.
Geez, very good. All right.
Thank
Thank you. Congratulations.
Great job.
Right here. All right.
Congrats.
All right. Oh.
Good.
You have 20 minutes. You'll see.
Let's fly.
We're ready.
Let's do our duty and fly.
All right, what do you do?
Right?
Come on.
I'd like to see you fly.
MC, right?
You'd like to see.
I'd like to see you.
You like to see me
I'd
fly?
like to see you fly.
Okay. And then maybe I'll jump, put my feet in the air. That's technically flying.
All right,
How much you want to put
we
on
are
that?
going to proceed with the meeting. Just so folks are aware, there is an American Italian Heritage Association. They are honoring a number of people on October 27th. They are Italian Americans in the Capital District. I'm going to read their names quickly, and they certainly deserve a pat on the back. James Barba, Tom Ciampoli, Philip DeNovo, Paul Gia, Leora Cohn, Serrano, Kelman, Teresina, Cosma, Mazzarabor, Tom Nardacci is one of the honorees, Dominic Petriani, Angelo Santa Barbara, an assemblyman, and Giovanna Virgilio. Okay.
Yeah.
Needless to say, they are all receiving an award on behalf of the American Italian Heritage Museum in Colorado. So congratulations to them. It will be mailed to them. We'll go right into the public forum. We would ask anyone that would like to speak on any item on the agenda, please come up to the podium, state your name and address, and you have 5 minutes. All right. Hello, Mr. Huddy.
Hello, hello,
I want that name.
Tom Hottie, 42 Barfield Court. I just want to say that I'm pleased to see that we're voting on 72, the ordinance for 72. I was a pipe fitter for 10 years, Local 7. It was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. It taught me a trade. It sent me out into the field with expertise, and it's still doing that today. I'm very, very happy it brought me to the path that I've now gotten to. I think it's a great opportunity for many people. As we had said before, college is not always the route. This trade and many of the other trades that are going to be falling under this are going to bring a lot of people, a lot of good jobs, quality that they'll have for the rest of their life. And it will also help us have qualified people doing work in our city. So I'm very proud to see this happening, and I support this completely. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Tom. Would anyone else like to speak on any item on the agenda? Okay. Hi there. How are you?
Fine, how are you?
Good.
My name is Phil Stengline. I'm a representative of sheet metal workers. I don't want to belabor the fact, but there might be some things that I could add. I wanted to rise in support of Resolution 72. And we had some wonderful apprentices, amazing testimonies here tonight from those apprentices. I guess I'm on the other side of that, and so I can tell you what my apprenticeship program and the union did for me. As a member, I grew up in Latham, just across the river and up the hill here, and I did not go to college, surprisingly. I did not go to college. That was a joke. And I was in a bunch of dead-end jobs. I got into the apprenticeship program, 4-year program. Fast forward 38 years later, I had owned my own house. I raised a family, 3 children. My wife stayed home with the children. We reported that. You heard some of the apprentices talk about being able to raise a family on one income, how important that is nowadays. I was able to do that. Put 2 of our kids through community college at HBCC and SUNY Adirondack. And my daughter went on to graduate right here with a bachelor's degree in Russell Sage and Troy. And I have a pension. I could have retired 5 years ago, the full pension. And along the way, one of the other gentlemen's apprentices said that he's able to coach Pop Warner. He doesn't have to work 80 hours a week. I think that's an important fact, that you have time to give back to your community. You don't have to work a 60-hour week. There's good wages and benefits, and so you can give back to the community. I coached Pop Warner, I coached Little League, I coached soccer, all those things. I was able to do that because of the apprenticeship program, because of the union, and what that afforded me. I would like to invite any of you, I know a couple of you have been to the training centers. I would invite any of you up to our training centers, sheet metal workers, or any of the other unions. I'm sure they will open the doors to you too. You were speaking about recruiting before. I myself this year have been to Troy High School with Denise Bale up there. She invites us, we go there every year. We've also been to the EOC right here in this building. We did the career fair there, and then the next day, 12 people came up to our training center for the EOC in the welding and building trades class, visited our training center, took a tour, did a presentation. I've done that for BOCES. I've done that I used to work with Angela, Bruce Falaboon, and the CEO. I've done youth build, had presentations for them. So those are the kind of outreaches that we do to recruit for our apprenticeship programs. So we are always active. I probably would just start talking about the Albany, what we're doing at the schools there. Sorry, I'm trying to rush through.
It's okay. No, don't rush. Don't rush.
But
Take your time.
that's just basically what I wanted to add.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
And congratulations. It's a wonderful story. Would anyone else like to speak on any item on the agenda? Okay, we're going to close the public forum section and go right into, we have a vacancy list. Thank you, Laura. Local laws, none. Ordinance 81.
Ordinance amending the Code of Troy, Article 2, Chapter 247 zoning, Section 247-5-7 permits. Councilmember Cummings at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Gully. Do I have a second? Second, Councilmember December. That's a little close. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 81 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 83.
Ordinance transferring funds within the 2019 sewer fund budget. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion? Motion, Councilmember Garrett. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Gully. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Ordinance 83 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
And just so folks are aware, many of these already passed the finance meeting earlier this evening. Ordinance 84.
Ordinance transferring funds within the 2019 water fund budget. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion? Motion, Councilmember Garrett. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Gully. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Ordinance 84 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 85.
Ordinance amending the 2019 general fund budget to appropriate additional funding from the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee for the Child Passenger Safety Program. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Gully. Do I have a second? Second, Councilmember Garrett. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed?
Ordinance 85 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 86.
Ordinance amending the 2019 general fund budget to appropriate additional funding from the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee for pedestrian bicyclist education and enforcement. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion? Motion, Councilmember Garrett. Do I have a second? Second, Councilmember Gully. Discussion. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 86 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 87.
Ordinance amending the 2019 general fund budget to appropriate additional funding from the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee for police traffic services. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion? Motion, Councilmember Gully. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember December. Discussion.
Bring your seatbelt.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 87 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 88.
Ordinance declaring certain city-owned property as surplus and directing the comptroller to dispose of said property. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion? Motion, Councilmember Garrett. Do I have a second? Second, Councilmember Gully. I guess the only question I have on this one, we surplus it. Who would be interested in these? Would they take the mask off maybe? No. Gary, maybe? What do you think? I mean, who would be?
That's a good,
Yeah.
so I mean, you can
Halloween.
dispose of them, they have to be declared surplus.
Yeah.
I think it brings up a good question, is who's gonna take them because they earn your head, I mean.
Yeah.
It's certainly a conversation that's gonna be had.
Get them on the market
Once this
before-
passes, there's gonna be a conversation that I'll have with Chief McMahon and Assistant Chief Paul about is it even worth
Right,
practicality wise and liability,
right.
liability wise to the city. to
Well,
sell
that's what I'm
something,
saying.
and so
I
we
was a
may
little
just scrap
concerned.
it, and call it that.
Yeah, I know we have to surplus.
Right, that's the
Yeah.
only reason why I don't
Yeah.
see us.
I'm a little
solving that.
concerned other really than
Right.
a Halloween costume or something. Councilmember Gully.
Just to bring up that, that equipment could be, it might be used by a small town or village somewhere around our country, and that's what they have for their equipment. And it might benefit them and it might not. I don't think there's much liability as long as you place the words, as is in the ad. But there's a site called Auctions International that deals with all the municipalities, and townships, and they auction quite a bit of equipment like that in different pieces. And I'm not saying it's worth selling or not worth selling, because I don't know what the value is, but if we're not tied into the auction company that we currently use on this particular sale, or maybe you could have them look at that Auctions International, we could just find another place that doesn't have a budget that uses that equipment that would say, hey, that would come in handy for us. Right, wrong, or indifferent, I just want to pass that information out.
We appreciate it. Like I said, it's certainly something I'm gonna talk about with the chief.
Thank you, Lindsay. Further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 88 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 89.
Ordinance amending the capital projects fund budget. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember December. Do I have a second? Second, Councilmember Garrett. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 89 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 90.
Ordinance amending the 2019 general fund budget. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Gully. Do I have a second? Second, Councilmember Garrett. And just for folks out there, there were tons of questions during the finance meeting. I encourage folks to take a look. There are transfers from various accounts to other accounts to keep business moving forward. So further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 90 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 91.
Ordinance transferring funds within the 2019 garbage fund budget. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember December. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Gully. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 91 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 92.
Ordinance amending the 2019 general fund budget. Council President Montello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Gully. Do I have a second? Second, Councilmember Garrett. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 92 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 93.
Ordinance amending the Code of Troy, Chapter 216-7, Career Park Municipal Golf Fees. Council President Montello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion? Motion, Councilmember Garrett. Do I have a second? Second, Councilmember Gully. Discussion. We're just all really psyched about the upcoming fall package, and we encourage everyone to go out there these next couple of weeks and golf for a park. It's a great deal, and make sure that you do not use an orange ball. Okay, leaves are falling. All right, further discussion. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 93 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Okay,
It's getting late over here.
ordinance 94.
Ordinance authorizing settlement of claim to wit Nationwide Affinity Insurance Company of America, ASO Lori Scully plaintiff versus City of Troy and Ronald Chaplin Jr. defendants. Council President Montello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Gully. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember December. Discussion? I would just say, these next two, I know a lot of work, especially went into ordinance 95. Kudos, to the Corp Counsel's office and the other attorneys who worked on these. I do know a lot of hours, especially went into 95. Further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 94 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Ordinance 95.
Ordinance authorizing settlement of claim to wit Victoria Lee Brothers versus City of Troy, New York defendant. Council President Montello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember December. Do I have a second? Second, Councilmember Gully. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance 95 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 65.
Bond resolution of the City of Troy, New York, authorizing the issuance of $1,925,000 in serial bonds to finance the cost of the reconstruction of a seawall. Council President Montello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Gully. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember December. Two fronts. I'm going to ask a copy of this after, should we pass it, to maybe with a cover letter to go to the county, informing them that we unanimously passed this and encourage them to, I'm sorry? Oh, not this one? Oh, the,
Well, I'd like for them to chip in on
I'm
the
sorry.
sequel of it.
yeah, I'm sorry, the South Troy, the South Troy, the 70, sorry. No, resolution 70, I'm sorry. So, but this one, on a second note, I am super excited about the redevelopment of our marina, our waterfront, the dinosaur area, and creating the extension from hopefully someday South Troy, but at least from south of the Green Island Bridge going north. So this is exciting, and I'm super, super excited about the connectivity on this. So, yes,
Just to be
Councilmember.
clear, we're not sending.
We are not,
no
we are
saying
not, right.
that we're spending
Strike
another
one.
1 point whatever to protect their
Well,
infrastructure.
We could send a note asking for money, because we are,
We won't,
assisting it,
but-
but we will not. No, I'm in resolution 70.
All right.
Yep.
Shared services.
Very good. Yep. All right, further discussion. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Resolution 65 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 66. Sure.
Bridge New York resolution. Council President Montello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Gully. Do I have a second? Second, Councilmember Garrett. Discussion. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Resolution 66 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 67.
Resolution adopting the solid waste management plan, formerly known by New York State DEC as Comprehensive Recycling Analysis. Council President Mantello, Councilmember Cummings, at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion? Motion, Councilmember Garrett. Do I have a second? Second, Councilmember Gully. I do just have to note that there is a typo. Mara picked it up.
The typo's only on the
It's
agenda
on-
cover.
That's what I was
The
going to
resolution
say.
itself is correct.
Resolution's fine, but
It
just
was just on the cover.
correct.
Yeah.
Folks, the formally should be the other formally, like there, and there. FORMALLY, but the resolution's fine. We have a motion, we have a second, and Councilmember Cummings would like to discuss.
First, just wanted a clarification. I know the state has to approve this as well. Have they done that already? Or where are we at in that process? And do we approve it? Is it fine? I assume it's fine for us to approve it before they do.
Yeah, this is the final draft, and she's already sent it over to DEC, and actually, they've already submitted back, like within a
Changes
couple
or-
weeks.
or
Yeah,
approval?
Changes?
no, just that they sent back a few other things, and she's heard back from, she didn't give me all the details, but within, usually it takes a couple
Yeah.
months, and they literally flipped it around really quick, so
I mean, we don't need to amend this based on those changes?
we shouldn't have, there's nothing certain, nothing substantial.
Okay.
A lot of
It's
the
a working
standards-
document. It's designed to be a working document.
Correct.
It has to be.
On that note, I would like to thank everybody who attended the Solid Waste Advisory Board meeting last week.
Awesome.
I think it's really important. This is your solid waste plan. This is what you've been asking for several years. So even though it's titled something differently, that's because of what we have to put up to the state and the dynamic that we have as far as an agency that we are. So I just want to thank you. Please help us spread the word. We've been talking about education and outreach and everything all night long. This is just as important because this will have as much financial impact on our residents in our city as much as the people working. So we need to make sure that we get people out there. It'll help clean up our streets. It will help induce future generations. And please get behind this 100% and help us push this forward. Because if we're working towards pay as you throw, and that's those little baby steps that we're doing right now with the bulk garbage, those are all pay as you throw platforms. And we're getting to that point, so we all have to work together. We all have to communicate it. We all have to make sure that we're advocating on behalf of the city and make sure that we get it done. So thank you.
Thank you, and thank you to Renee. It was extremely thorough. I think all of us were semi-frustrated, but at the same time, the other night, I think certainly reassured me, at least in the recycling education and outreach. There's some really good things in the hopper. So we want to work with you to get them moving forward because our recycling numbers are not where they should be, and we need to get them up. So, cool. All right, further discussion. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Resolution 67 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 68.
Resolution authorizing the implementation and funding in the first instance 100% of the federal aid and state Marcus-Selly program aid eligible costs of a transportation federal aid project and appropriating funds therefore. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Gully. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember December. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Sorry, resolution 68 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Okay. Resolution 70.
Bond resolution of the City of Troy, New York, authorizing the issuance of an additional $900,000 serial bonds to finance the cost of a pedestrian connector at Riverfront Park. Council President Mantello at the request of the administration.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Ty. Councilmember Garrett. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember December. Beauty before each thing. Okay, and this obviously goes hand in hand with Resolution 65, and I think all of us can say we really are very excited what's happening along our waterfront. So, further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Resolution 70 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Resolution 71, which is amended.
Resolution appointing commissioners of deeds for the city of Troy, Council President Mantello.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Gully. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember December. Discussion.
Commercial here, let's go.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Resolution 71 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
All right, and I think we're done for the night. I'm kidding. Resolution. Did I wake you up? Did I wake you up? I saw Bryce. Resolution 72.
Resolution authorizing the requirement of contractors and subcontractors on construction contracts to have approved apprenticeship agreements. Council President Mantello, Councilmember December.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Councilmember Garrett. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilmember Gully. Discussion. We are very, very happy to support this again. We will not belabor this. We're really psyched though, and we look forward to working with you to implement this appropriately. This doesn't end here. It really needs to be a continued work product to make it effective. I don't just want to see it passed and end up on the shelf. So let's work together. Let's have an open dialogue. Let's make it work. And on the last note, I must say, tonight you actually saw government work, bipartisan, together to make it happen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Resolution 72 passes 5 ayes, 0 noes.
Thank you again. We will close with the final public forum. You can come up, talk about what's happening in your neighborhood, if you'd like. If not, we will take a motion. Chief, hello. No, okay. That was awesome. Hold on. One, just for the folks out there, we have Troy 100 Forum on Monday night. I was asked to remind folks, we also have TNEC on October 16th. Please take a look. They're on social media. And if anyone has any questions, please contact the sponsors of these events. I will take them up. Councilmember Garrett.
I just wanted to mention that on Saturday, there is a few events going on. Unity House is having an event, downtown Troy. There is an event at the Boys and Girls Club, promoting leadership, and self-care for young women, 13, I think, well, all young women. And then at the, Time Community Center, they're having a Mother-Son Dance. So if you are in support of, like, encouraging your young men to grow up to be grown-ups, and I would say come out and support that program. It's sponsored by Polish, and they are an up-and-coming organization in the city of Troy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Empty Bowls on Sunday at the Italian American Community Center. Yes. That is 12 to 6 on Sunday, this Sunday. Tons of events happening. Also, Councilmember Garrett, on that note, this is Domestic Violence Month. So October is Domestic Violence Month. Is also ALS and breast cancer awareness. So keep in mind, and thank you all for coming, and we'll see you next month. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Motion, Councilmember Garrett. Second, Councilmember December. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? We lost a couple, but we were getting knocked off like